Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be why women always want your attention. Got an email here from a viewer. He says, "Hey Coach, recently I saw your YouTube video entitled 'She Constantly Blows Up Your Phone.' Now I gotta tell you, it hit home like a ton of bricks. My girlfriend is in the needy, insecure bracket and blows up my phone constantly. One night she called 9 times in less than an hour." He said, I was on a jog. I was like, 9 fucking times, dude? Jesus Christ. "On a night I had to work late, she called and texted multiple times, even though I told her I was staying late and working out afterward. As a personal trainer, my schedule can be sporadic with morning, afternoon, and evening clients. I'm also training for my first martial arts tournament in November and studying for my physical therapy exam in March. Despite all that, I spent 8 consecutive days with my girlfriend. I decided to stay after work and work out at my gym one day after that, and she was angry, telling me she wasn't going to call me anymore and that I had to call her when I had time to spend with her." Yeah, she's basically complaining that you're obviously not spending enough time with her. And so because what's going on is she feels hurt. The bottom line is she feels that your actions are not reflecting to her that you actually care about her. And so that's why she's acting upset. And obviously since she's insecure about it and she's fearful that that's the case, she's fearful that she doesn't really completely 100% have your presence, then that's why it causes her to react and send 9 fucking text messages or phone calls in an hour, which is just, that's absurd. That's ridiculous. And if I were you, I'd put a stop to that. And you just say, "Honey, I love you, but sometimes I'm busy. I got a lot of things going on, and you just gonna have to be patient with me. It's completely unnecessary to blow up my phone 9, 10 times in an hour when it's not something that is an emergency just because you're trying to get a hold of me." I mean, obviously that it's not cool to be like that. I dated a woman like this once. It's like no matter how much you love and reassure a girl who's insecure, no matter how much you love her, how hot she is, how great she is in bed, if she's really insecure about herself in this particular way, because years ago I dated a girl and she's very beautiful, but she's a regular, average girl. She didn't really have any goals, any dreams, any ambitions. And I remember her brothers telling me that they said she's really intimidated by you. And because deep down she just figured that it was simply a matter of time before I got bored and tired of her and took off on her or broke up with her or found somebody better. And so it's like no matter how much I reassured her that I loved her, that I was in love with her, she was constantly expecting that eventually that it was going to end. And eventually it actually did end, because that was part of one of the things that I got really sick of, because it was no longer me saying I love you because I just wanted to say that and share it. It's basically my saying I love you was in response to basically try to cover up for the fact that she was insecure and full of fear and doubt in herself. And it never really got much better, and eventually I just grew tired of it and I moved on to somebody else after that. But in this particular case, you just need to put your foot down in a charming way, just say I love you, but I don't appreciate all the nastiness. And it's like, I mean, we're in a relationship because we want to make each other happy. And we want to help each other grow and become more. We want to meet each other's needs. And when you call me leaving 10 messages and you get all nasty and pissed off at me because I'm not spending enough time with you, I mean, I spend as much time with you as I can. And you got 2 choices. You can either accept it and love me as I am, or you can say, fuck this, you're not spending enough time with me, and you can go find somebody else to spend more time with. Because here's the thing. Under normal circumstances, as you do everything right and a girl starts to fall in love with you over time, she's just naturally going to want to nest with you. She's going to want to spend more and more time with you and reach out to you. And it just, over the months and years, it basically gets to the point where you're both living under one roof. If her car breaks down, she calls you because you're her man, because you just handle those kinds of things. You're her source of strength, love, emotional support, masculine energy. And so she comes to depend upon you and rely upon you for everything. And when you're doing everything right and you love her, she's going to want to be with you. And she'll be doing sweet things for you. It's like you'll come home after a hard day at work and you'll sit out in your chair. And she can tell that you've got the shit kicked out of you for that day at work. And she comes home and just say, baby, you look really tired. Here's a beer. And it's just, why don't you just sit back and relax in your chair. And then she pulls your pants down and gives you no strings attached blowjob. Just because she loves you and she wants you to relax and have a good time. And maybe she hops up in the chair and rides you like a fucking wild stallion and screams her brains out and the neighbors hear you. But the idea is that she's a giver and she loves you and she wants you to be happy and she recognizes that you've had a hell of a day. And so instead of trying to get you to stop what you're doing, which is relaxing and chill out, she tries to draw you in and get you to do things for her, take out the garbage, fix the garage door open, or whatever the fuck it happens to be. Look at that squeaky belt on her car. She recognizes that, he's had a hell of a day and I love him. Best thing I can do is to make him feel better. And so she goes over and hands you a beer, gives you a nice happy finished blowjob, and you feel fucking right as rain. And so afterwards you relax and chilled, and then she wants to start talking and emoting about life or what's been going on that particular day. You're happy to sit there and do it because you're all, your eyes are all fucking glassy-eyed in the chair because you feel totally peaceful, relaxed, and fulfilled, and complete, and empty, and just totally in a place like all is well. And so you're happy to listen to her because she just gave you something that you didn't even ask for. She recognized in your body language and your physiology that you weren't feeling down. Instead of being selfish and going, you don't call me enough, you don't do this, she's like, oh, hey, baby. She looks for a way to build you up and to lift you up and to make you feel better. That's what people are supposed to do in a normal, healthy relationship, not the kind of stuff that your particular girlfriend is doing with you. And he says, I decided to let the storm blow over for her and not initiate contact. And I know in your video you said we have to train women properly, so was this 8-day courtship a mistake? If so, how should I handle it next time? Absolutely not. I mean, the longer you're with somebody, you're obviously going to... think about it. If you end up getting married or you have kids with this particular woman, then you're going to be spending a lot of time together. You're going to be going on family vacations and stuff like that. And that's fine. The idea is you just got to remember that you got to be mysterious. You still got to court and date your girlfriend or your wife as the years go by. But like I said, you've got a problem here with this particular girl. And in a sweet, charming way, you just need to tell her that she needs to chill out. And you're doing as much as you can. And you're obviously spending as much time with her as you can. But hey, if that's not good enough, then I'm sorry. Maybe you should find another guy that's more available. I just have a lot of shit going on in my life. And I'm not going to stop focusing on it. As a matter of fact, if I remember right, because this guy's written to me before, she was the one that thought it was so awesome that you were getting into these martial arts competitions. But you got to understand is that at the end of the day, when a woman is whining that you're not spending enough time with her, it's just simply she's saying, I don't feel loved. And it's either because you haven't shown it to her, or like this particular girl, it sounds like she's really insecure, and that's creating unnecessary problems in your relationship, unnecessary drama and unnecessary problems in your relationship. And so, like I said, you need to sit down and have a heart-to-heart with this girl and just tell her that she's got to relax, she's got to chill out, and be patient with you, and you'll return her phone calls when you can. You'll do the best you can to see her. And at the end of the day, there's only so many hours a week that you can spend with her. And if that's not good enough, then you just tell her, say, hey, you're free to find some other dude that'll spend more time with you if you don't feel like I can be there enough for you. And that's all you can do. And one of two things will happen. She'll either throw in the towel and chill out and relax, or she'll leave and go find somebody else. And I seriously doubt whether she'll even find somebody else when she's chasing you and blowing your phone up and stuff like this. But you need to put your foot down and put a stop to this shit, because this is not adding benefit to your life. This is like a fucking hassle. This is stress. This is drama. And if you read my book, which I know you have, I'm all about having effortless relationships, and this isn't effortless. This is creating drama and just kind of thinking like, oh, fuck. I know what it's like to be in a relationship with a chick like that. So like I said, put your foot down, get it resolved, and handle it. So if you have a question you want to ask me, go to my website, click the Contact Me tab, which will be in the left-hand side of your screen. Send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max, and just give me several days to get back to you with a response. If you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session. You can do that by going to my website, Click the Products tab, which will be at the top of your screen, and just follow the instructions. If you want to get a digital version of my Kindle ebook, on my website, underneath the email sign-up box, there's a box that has a link that will take you right to the Amazon Kindle download page for my book. Once you get there, if you don't have a Kindle device already, on the right-hand side, there's a button you can click to download a free e-reader app for your smartphone, tablet device, or your computer. It only takes a matter of seconds to download and install the app and complete the purchase of my book. And if you appreciate the value of the information I offer in these video newsletters, the articles on my website, and my ebook, you can show your appreciation by going to my website right now, and on the would-be toolbar, which will be at the bottom of your screen, click the PayPal donate button and donate any amount that you feel is equal to the value of the information. And I will talk to you soon.